Good morning.
Implement it for things that I want to do. Like,
All right, welcome to day 18 of 30 days of AI from 100 School. Pretty excited today. We're going to jump into N8N. I've been a little intimidated by N8N. We've been told by many people it's for developers and a little bit more technical, which is not me. So if you're not technical, this is going to be a great day for you because we're going to learn together. All right, let's jump in and get started. All right, day 18. Our first real AI agent. So the one that we created the other day apparently isn't a real AI agent, I guess. I don't know. All right, so day 18, today's a milestone day. We're building our very first AI agent. Today is different. We're going to do something that just doesn't react. When you push a button, it runs on its own. The shift is using AI to designing teammates. It's what separates dabblers from AI professionals. Our agent won't change the world yet, but it will change the way you see work. Once we see how an agent can handle something end to end, we'll start spotting new places where we can see AI everywhere. I get that. And just a quick note, be patient. N8N is technical. I am not technical, so this is going to be fun. So for some of you, this will be totally new. It is. Take your time, try to understand, grab a cup of coffee. I have my water. I don't have my coffee yet. Breathe and we can have fun exploring. All right. They're rooting for us. Hand-drawn notes. Max's looks like a teenager, like something you'd see in grade school. There's just somebody coloring. All right, this is where the fun begins. All right, let's do this. All right, I am ready for day 18. Let's go. Okay. Time to level up. All right, up until now, we've built automations. Okay, today we're going to build something that thinks. Step-by-step instructions. Let's do this. This is where our workflow evolves into intelligent assistance. Yeah, it's pretty good. I can't do that. All right, objectives. Today we're going to build a working AI assistant that uses everyday language like pieces and AI brain instead of technical terms. Set up tools so AI can focus its own decisions or can make its own decisions, focus on the outcome rather than technical terms. Write clear instructions. Simple direct language. All right. What tools? N8N. And they do have a free 14-day trial if you don't have it yet. I already signed up for the trial today. So I just started my trial a few minutes ago before I started the recording. All right. Field notes. Workflow nodes. Okay. These are some things within N8N. So they have nodes, individual boxes. Each one does one specific job. Chat trigger, the starting point that listens for when someone sends a message and kicks everything off. An agent node is a decision maker that figures out what needs to happen and coordinate all other pieces. And tool configuration, setting up the tool so AI can fill in the details. All right, let's do this. AI professionals don't just prompt, they orchestrate full workflows. All right, while they sleep. All right, so we're going to do something similar to this, I'm guessing. Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out here in a few minutes. All right, creating our first multi-step agent. In this lesson, you'll create first agent using N8N. Okay, we're going to build a calendar assistant that can read our schedule and help us manage meetings. I like it. What makes this an agent? So we were talking about this yesterday. Unlike a simple tool that follows steps, an AI agent can make decisions, use tools, and adapt its actions based on the situation. That's what makes an agent. Think of it as giving your automation a brain that can reason about what to do next. All right, so other real-world applications, so some other thoughts that we can think about. Search through our documents and answer questions. So kind of like a personal assistant. So somebody sends us an email, we could use N8N to search a knowledge base to find an answer, pretend to think support probably. And I guess you could do sales too, like general sales questions, but also support questions to provide an answer. Maybe just create a draft in your email inbox. monitor our inbox, pull data from databases and generate reports, coordinate between multiple services based on natural language. All right, let's do this. So build a calendar assistant, navigate to N8N and create a new workflow. So this is different from Max's others. Usually there's a link that says if you don't have N8N, click here, but there's none of that. It's all right. If you haven't done N8N, it's pretty simple. Just go to n8n.io. This is what it looks like. You can do the free trial and you sign in. I already signed up for the free trial, but this is what it looks like if you haven't seen it before. And here is my account. Like I said, I just set this up today, so this is all brand new to me. All right, so let's get started to actually start building some stuff. All right, you guys gonna build it with me, or are you just gonna watch today, right now?
I'm watching because I can't get my N8N account to initiate.
Oh, to get started, that's right. Okay. All right, well, let's
I'll
figure this out.
try building it.
You're gonna try building it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's do this. Create a new workflow. Navigate to N8N and click New Workflow. Add first step. Try an AI workflow. See, there we go. There is no button that says New Workflow. It's all right. Add project. It's weird. The formatting is weird on this one. Maybe it's because I need to make it bigger. Yeah, okay, there we go. Try an AI workflow or start from scratch. On chat message. I guess we'll do start from scratch.
Yep.
Okay. Add first step. There we go. Okay. It's like a flow chart. All right, there we go. All right, from the menu of triggers, on chat message. On chat message, here we go. So runs the flow when a user sends a chat message for use with AI nodes. All right. This node is your entry point. It's what starts the workflow. When you or a user sends a message, the trigger captures it and passes it to the next node. All right. We click that. Okay, for future experiments, okay. We could replace the chat trigger with webhooks schedule to run automatically at set times, or email trigger to respond to incoming emails. Okay, so it'll look at incoming emails. Right, what's next? Add the AI agent. All right, click the plus sign on your canvas, select AI agent. All right, so execute the node or set mock data. Well, we didn't do anything. So options. All right. Okay, so when chat message receives. What's here? AI agent. I'm guessing they want us to do AI. We're just going to go with AI because I don't see an AI agent button. That's pretty close. There it is, AI agent. All right, so this is the brain of our workflow. It receives the messages, decides which tools to use, interprets results, and formulates a response. Unlike traditional programming, where you write explicit if-then rules, the agent uses AI to determine the best course of action. All right. Think of the agent as a coordinator that can understand what the user wants, decide what tools to use. So we can put in multiple tools here, chain multiple actions together, and return natural language responses. That's what we want. All right. Here we go. Add the plus sign, add chat model, select the OpenAI chat model. Okay, so prompt, add option, chat model. Click the plus sign. Yeah, so add the chat model down here. Anthropic, OpenAI chat model. I guess we could use any of them. We'll just go with the one that he suggested. We'll do what we're told sometimes. Okay, OpenAI chat model. All right, so now what's happening? The chat model is the reasoning engine. It's what allows the agents to understand, make decisions. Okay, OpenAI's models are trained on vast amounts of text and can interpret context, extract info, and reason through problems. All right. This agent sends your instructions and conversation history to the language model, which then decides what action to do next. So instead of using an API to manually connect N8N to OpenAI, they just already have done it for us. Okay, I can see that. Which list are we using? Oh, add your credentials. Okay, maybe I guess they'll just give me the standard one, or I could upload. Well, we'll see. All right, this agent sends instructions. Okay, what to do next? Add the plus sign one more, add memory, select simple memory. Okay. Add option, number of tokens. All right, this is maybe we can do more stuff. I like to experiment. Okay, get 100 free credits. I guess let's claim credits. Only the following models. Okay, all right, so they're giving us a few free credits without connecting our OpenAI account. All right, cool, let's do that. All right, what do we do now? Back to convos, I guess. Okay. Oh, memory, here we go. All right, click the plus sign, add memory, simple memory. I'm guessing we want to do this one. Memory, yeah, sound about right? I think it's this one. All right. What's happening? Memory allows our agent to remember previous messages in the conversation. Interesting. Without memory, each message would be treated as a brand new conversation. The agent wouldn't remember what you just asked. Okay, yes, I think we want memory. More on simple memory. All right. Previous user message, previous agent responses, context from earlier in the conversation. This enables back and forth dialect. What meetings do I have on Monday? You have 2 meetings. What about the 1 to 2 p.m.? Okay, so it understands the context of the conversation. So it's like having one conversation with someone and not a new conversation every single time. That's what the memory does. Okay, I could see that. You guys see that? You know what that means?
Mm-hmm.
That does make sense. It's funny, back at my job, I remember a while ago when we first started building AI agents and AI workflows at my live chat job with team support. The first time they told us that we couldn't, and it wouldn't take the context of the conversation, that each question was its own conversation. And I was like, well, that's just terrible. Like, that's a bad idea. And I never understood why. It's probably because they didn't have memory back then, or we didn't know how to set up memory. This was a long time ago when we first started playing around, but it was interesting. So now I actually understand the reason behind why we couldn't do something.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay. All right, cool. This is nice. And look at this. Okay, it said add memory, so simple memory. We didn't actually choose this. Stores in memory N, no credentials. All right. Connected to chat to trigger node. But that's it, right? Okay. There's nothing else to add there. How many past interactions receives this context? So it goes back to 5 by default. We could do more if we wanted. Good to know. All right. OpenAI model, simple memory. All right. This is starting to look like a real AI agent over here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Equipping with our agent with tools. What's up?
And so basically, whatever options we are selecting over here, it's creating a workflow in front of us, like how this is going to work, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. Absolutely. So when we get a chat, it's going to go through OpenAI. It's going to keep that memory so we can keep asking it questions. And next, we're going to add a tool. Like, what's it going to look at? I think this is cool. Okay, add a tool. What are we going to do? We're going to do Google Calendar. All right, tools are like agents. They're how it interacts with the outside world. When you add Google Calendar as a tool, you're giving the agent the ability to read your calendar, create events, and search for conflicts. The agent doesn't automatically use all tools. Instead, it reads the tool's description, decides if the tool is relevant. Okay, that's cool, so it might not use it. Call the tool with the appropriate parameters, interpret the results, and then decide if it needs to use another tool or if it can respond. That's pretty smart. It's a lot of stuff that I can do. That is what makes it agentic. So it decides the tool. So it has multiple tools, but it only uses the one that it needs. It doesn't look at everything. It's like a teacher giving you too much information when asking a question, just to throw you off. All right, the agent autonomously decides when and how to use the tools rather than a pre-programmed sequence. So again, difference between automation and an agent. It decides, it makes decisions. All right, this is cool. Let's go to part 5. Did we add? We did not add a tool. Let's actually add that tool. Okay, end-to-end workflow. We could do code, other tools. Let's just look at everything that we have. There's a lot over here. This is cool. Supabase, vector store, AI agent tool, Airtable, Anthropic. They just have their new, they opened up one of their API, their search APIs, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of tools here. We're only in the C's. Holy cow.
Wow.
Elasticsearch, Freshworks, email trigger. Wow, there's a lot. This is great. Gong, Gmail, consume the Gmail API. There's the Google Calendar. So that's the Google Calendar via API. Let's just do Google Calendar and see. They have it. Google Gemini, Calendar tool. It says Google Calendar. So there's no Google Calendar directly. It's just the API. It looks like it, right? You guys aren't seeing anything I'm seeing. All right, Google Calendar. All right. Credentials to connect with, interact with Google Calendar using our pre-built calendar agent. Okay. Tools of the agents. All right, so add new credentials. All right, and this is the problem that you always had, Frank, right? This authentication, this part?
No, it's a little different. I can show you offline. I don't want to take up Divya's time.
Okay, so something's weird. Yeah, I don't know how to troubleshoot NNN though.
Oh, come on. You can figure that out.
All right, let's connect our calendar. All right. Well, this was successful. That's nice. Okay. What makes it agentic? Okay, set up access. Select Google Calendars. Create new credentials and add your Google Calendar account. Under resources, okay. Create a new credentials. You'll grant end-to-end permission. Under resource, ensure you have event selected. Okay, so where's that resource? Allow HTTP domains. Okay. Account connected. We're good. Sharing. Where's resources? Share with users. Details. All right. Resource. There it is. Under resource, ensure you have event. Yep, we do have event. Under operations, get many. Get many. Okay, this allows pulling multiple events. Well, what are the other operations? Create, so we can use this to add an event, delete an event, retrieve multiple, update an event, or custom API calls. Okay, so we could use this to create an event. So I'm trying to think, like we could have somebody sends us an email, we could have N8N look at that email and then create an event on the calendar right away if we wanted to. Looks like that's a possible workflow. Just other ideas. All right, we'll do get many. Under the operation, select which calendar you want to access. Yep, so from list, select a calendar. We'll do my Valley Summit. Which one? Yeah, we'll just do the full one. Okay. Get many. All right. Return all. Select the calendar. Okay. OAuth authentication creates a secure connection. Okay. The get many operation, it says it can retrieve multiple events in one request. All right, configuring dynamic parameters. Under after, select the option that lets the agent decide this automatically in the options section. So do we want to return all? Yes, we do want to return all. Right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm learning this as we go here. In the options, query. Okay, so down here, options, add options, query. Okay, so, all right. In the options, click query. Query means you're allowing the agent to search your calendar with text-based queries. Okay. Leave this field open so the agent decides which query to send. Okay, so now let the model define this parameter. Okay, so we'll leave it as is. Ah, oh, let the model define. Okay, defined automatically by the model. All right. And then before, this node will use the time zone. Okay. All right, I think that's what we want. Execute step. This node will use the time zone set and end settings. Okay, so I'll have to change that in my settings, I think. All right. There we go. Event get all. All right, I'm looking at Max's and I see here it's the same. So get many events in Google Calendar, get all event. And that's what we have too. So we're matching.
Yep.
So this looks right. This looks correct so far. Okay, we're building our first agent. All right, so what's happening behind the scenes? We're making these fields dynamic. So we're letting the agent decide, giving it flexibility. We're not hard coding. The agent can ask for events on Monday. Search for meetings with John. Find events next week that are longer than 1 hour. So we can talk to our calendar. That is actually one of the problems that I've been having. Like, when did I have a meeting with that person? You know, I could look in Fathom, but it'd be easier if I could just ask like Gemini right inside my calendar, which you can't do that right now. But apparently we'll be able to now with this N8N workflow. This is pretty cool. All right, other future experiments. This pattern can work for any tool, so email tools. So we can let the agent search by sender, subject, or date. Let the agent construct queries based on user questions. Let the agent search documents by keywords. So I'm assuming we could probably upload documents to this, so it can search those documents, provide answers. All right, programming your agent's behavior. All right, so define the system messages. Return the canvas, that's where we're at. Double click on our AI agent node. Under add option, click system message and paste the prompt below. All right. All right, so AI agent, click that node. Double click. I didn't double click. Okay, I didn't double click. Okay, so no input data yet. Double click under add option, system message, add option. There we go. System message. There we go. You are a calendar assistant. I forgot the Y. You're a calendar assistant. Return a short confirmation for the user. We're going to add a little bit. 5. Act. This one was fun when I did the other one. Act as and speak like a wise Jedi. This was funny on the other one.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do that. We're going to have a little bit of fun. All right. Don't tell me what to do, Max. I do what I want. All right, what's happening behind the scenes? The system message is giving your agent its job description. So that's like telling that intern. And I think we talked about yesterday, or was it the day before, we have to treat agents like interns. Very unintelligent, do exactly this. So we're giving it its exact role. It lists what tasks it should accomplish. It extract title, date, start time. Should set guidelines of how it should respond, like a Jedi. and provide context that persists across the entire conversation. Pirate's fun too. If you ever play around with agents and stuff, tell it to talk like a pirate. That one's a good one. It's funny. All right. So key principles. Looks like we're almost done here today, but this has been awesome for good systems. Hold on, let's do this. Now, is there a save button anywhere? It doesn't look like there's a save button on this side. Did it save? Okay, it did save at least. Okay, well, I guess up here. So we're going to save this. Yeah. All right. Pretty cool. All right. Here we go. Key principles for good systems. Be specific about the role. List numbered tasks. Define boundaries. What should it not do? Set tone. Keep responses under 50 words, etc. For future experiments, so other stuff that we can do. We're a friendly support agent. First, search the knowledge base. If you can't find an answer, escalate it to a human. So this is like a very basic chatbot. Data analysis. When asked questions, query the database, analyze the results, and present findings. That's pretty cool. So look at a spreadsheet. Content moderator. Check if text violates policies ABC, flag violations, and explain why policy was broken. Interesting. All right. Testing our agent. Return to Canvas. In the bottom left corner, click to open the agent panel. This relates your first node. Do I have anything scheduled for Monday? Press enter and watch it work. Okay, so down here, so chat. Wow, that's kind of hard to see. All right. Do I have anything scheduled on Monday? I don't like Monday. Let's do Tuesday. All right. What's happening? Oh, you can actually see it doing its thing. That's cool. Okay. The trigger captures. So what happens? The agent reads our message. The LM reasons. To answer this, I have to look at the calendar. The agent calls the query. The tool returns our events. The agent interprets the results and formulates a natural language response, sort of. You see the response in the chat over here. Wow, that is super small. Okay. All right, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this, but here we go. So it does looking. We have several events scheduled, 30 days of AI from 6 a.m. Okay, it gives me all of this stuff. Discovery call, instantly webinar demo, consultant project.
I wonder if you can prompt it to give you the feedback or the output in a different layout.
Oh, I'm sure we probably can. So let's just say I want to remove anything that says, oh, I'm sure we could do it in a different layout. Do Lindy. Yeah, look, I have Do Lindy on my calendar. All right. America, Denver. Yeah, maybe we could say remove anything that says this from the output. Okay, now here's where we're going to iterate a little bit. So we're going to go back to the AI agent. We're going to give it instructions, maybe. 6, remove any America, Denver. Let's just start there.
Mm-hmm.
If it is in the response. Now let's do output. Just sounds a little bit better. Okay. Drag the input field, left to tap here. No, we're going to do that. Okay. Because it does say output, I just want to make it that way. Okay, so that makes sense. Kind of weird that there's no save. I think I would feel comfortable if there was a save button somewhere around here. But it's all right. I'll survive. Okay. So there we go. Now if we ask it another question, it's going to get the context because we told it to have the memory. So we want to start a new question. Let's save this. Okay. Reset chat session. All right. So it looks like you dropped for a second. We just changed the AI agent here to not send us something. So what's happening on Tuesday? Let's see if it changes the output. Okay, well, look at that. It did. I told it to remove that, and in the output, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Now, I'm assuming I can change it to give me the format in like a list and bulleted points, bullet list. Okay, we're going to do one more iteration, and then we're going to call it a day, just for recording's sake. All right. Last one, 7. See, we keep on giving instructions. We're learning, we're testing, we're iterating. The AI sandwich, right? We're testing. We don't like the output, test again. Keep going back and forth. Okay. Give this to me in a simple bullet point list. All right, let's see what that does. And then that's the last iteration for this, but we could do so much more. All right, we're learning. Now we're resetting the chat so we don't forget the memory. What's happening on Tuesday? It did not do that. So it did not do the bullet point list that we wanted. Give me this in a simple bullet point list. All right, it did not do the exact output that we wanted. So it doesn't always work, or maybe we would have to do something different, prompt it a little differently.
Dan, does this also work like the problem we were facing the day we were practicing white coding? That same day, it was not taking prompts, means more than one prompt in one go, right? We had to prompt it every time we needed some modification.
Yeah, that is definitely possible.
Okay.
I wish this node would follow my instructions. Okay. All right. I get that. No problem. All right. Well, we could probably play around a little bit more. We're past time on this, and I want to try to keep everyone's time respectful on this Sunday. But we can see it working. We know we built the agent. It didn't give us the bullet point list. That's okay for now. We could play around if we want to. All right. So this is towards the end.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So after we've built this agent and everything's performing as we expect, and we close this out, how do I re-engage that for to have a chat session to ask it a question? What is the interface portal, if you will, that I need to go through to have that chat session? Do I need to reopen N8N?
I think for this, I know with Lindy, so Lindy is kind of set up similar to this, and I know I keep going back to Lindy. It's set up similar to this, but you can have like a specific URL that you could have that chat session with. I haven't played around enough with N8N to know what that is. I mean, it says share, so I'm guessing I can add users, but I can't like share this as a URL, like a chat interface, like a custom GPT, if that's what you're asking. I don't think so, but maybe I could share it to other users within this project, but it doesn't have a front end chat face that I can see.
We can share this automation workflow with anyone whom we will add into this list.
Okay, so I would have to add them to this list. So like any user. But does it have to be the user within my account, or can it be anyone?
No, I think it would be someone with whom we have already established an account. This is what I think. I haven't tried it yet.
Okay. All right, good to know. Okay, so yeah, so I guess for now, until we learn more and we'll play around with N8N more, I think you would have to log into your N8N account to test this for now.
Yeah, maybe if we all, I mean, the people who are practicing, they have their own unique IDs for this N8N. Maybe we can add those IDs and then this workflow could be shared.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. So we can share that with other people, with other users. I'm just trying to think. Let me add. Just trying to see if I can. Yeah, no matching users. or projects. Okay, so we'll have to add people previously. We can't add them here to this one. Executions, evaluations, okay. All right, I like playing around, looking at all the different stuff. What could it do? What's this button? Tidy up. What's this do?
Yeah, you'd be here all day.
Yeah, I just want to play around and like, okay, what is this? What are these settings? What could I set up? All right. Okay. All right. That's enough. We built our first AI agent. This is exciting. We can figure out how to do a little bit more later. At least we're at step one. This is the beginning. I haven't done this with N8N. I've been, told about N8N for a very long time, just never jumped in.
Yeah.
But this is the first time jumping in. So we got our feet wet. Doesn't mean we have to go swimming yet with sharks. All right, expanding our capabilities. Here we go. So now that we have a working agent, here's how we can enhance it. It can become more powerful with each tool. So search emails, Slack or Discord, post messages, Notion database, query information, create categories. Call any API. Nice. More tools, more capabilities, but also more complexity. Start simple and add tools as needed. So don't burn the world right away with every tool that you have in one agent. All right, experiment with instructions. Your calendar assistant, never schedule meetings. Give me my answers in bullet points. No, it won't do that. When checking availability, also note meetings immediately before or after to account for context switching. Okay, that's good. I have that set with my calendar. All right, common issues. Agent isn't using the tools. They're not connected properly. Agent gives generic responses. We have to add examples of good responses. Yeah, that's just normal AI prompting. Agent's too slow. Too many tools. Use simpler system messages. Consider breaking into multiple agents. That's if it takes a long time to respond, it might be querying too many things. All right, and that is it. There we go. AI agents aren't just chat. Okay. All right, we are done. We have completed our lesson. Day 18 complete. Excellent. And we have our first N8N agent. Quite exciting. All right. Before we cancel, how you guys feeling? What do you guys think about this one?
Yeah, this is something insightful actually. I would definitely like to try it. And it will be a lengthy process too. It's not going to be completed in 30 minutes or so.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I agree. I absolutely agree with you. This could take quite some time to really play around and really understand all the stuff that it can do. Needs more than 30 minutes. But at least we started.
The interface is new.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's new. It's exciting. We're doing stuff. We're building things. We're on our journey to be. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey, right? And today's one of the days in the journey. This is awesome. All right. Well, thank you both for joining this lovely morning. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.